Hey YouTube, Kai the Casual here from Common Casual Wrestling. I just got done watching NXT and AAA Worlds Collide, and let me tell you, that was dope. First of all, Vikingo and Chad Gable for the Mega Championship, 5 stars, bar none. If you like the moves of Ricochet, go watch Vikingo. Go watch Vikingo, man. That was a great first match to have in WWE. The AAA stars showed out. I can't say much about them, but and go watch the crowd reaction for Mr. Iguana. Yeah, everybody loved Iguana, his little stuffed iguana puppet. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's your mini review of Worlds Collide. I am not covering that whole event. Just know it's worth the watch. It was a successful live stream on YouTube. Very excited to see that. But you're here for Money in the Bank 2025 predictions. Some of these are going to be hard. The hardest things to predict on here are obviously the Money in the Bank matches, but I've got the matches pulled up here. So let's do this. Starting off with the first match of the night, Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. Last time they fought, it was a great opening match. Lyra pulled out the win. This time we have different stakes. We have, if Lyra wins, Becky can no longer challenge for the women's IC title. IC standing for Intercontinental, in case for anybody who doesn't know that. I try to make this content for everybody, especially casuals to wrestling. But anyway, on the other side, if Becky wins, not only does she get the title, but to add insult to injury, Lyra Valkyria is going to have to raise her hand. The build to this has been decent, so I'm really curious to see what they go here. But I really think they're leaning towards giving Becky the win here. It's probably about that time to change that title's hands, and I think Becky can do something for that belt. If Seth Rollins did what he did for the World Heavyweight title when it was reintroduced, as a new belt, I think Becky can do something for this. So, and being, the bad guy to chase, it's a good position to be in. People want to see good guys come in and say, hey, I want that title, I want to beat you. Blah, blah, blah. I think it'll be a great experience. And for any of those people calling Becky Lynch Becky Hogan, just stop. Come on. She's given us entertaining matches, and she has put over people as well. She put over Lyra. I don't think she had to do that. They probably would have wanted to put the belt right on her. So, as a kind of a protege of Becky, I'd love to see that. That last match was awesome. I expect the same out of this one. We'll see what happens. But anyway, the next match is the women's Money in the Bank match for the, or ladder match for, for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Man, I love ladder matches. But the competitors are Stephanie Vaquer, Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Julia. Gotta cheat over here for a second. Yeah, Roxanne Perez and Rhea Bloody Ripley. This is probably the most stacked match of the night, actually. Like, go ahead for the ladies, because anybody could take this. If you looked at this, you could be like, you could see any one of them with the briefcase, and you have 3 NXT call-ups in this match, and 3 vets. Let me double check. Yeah, Rhea, Naomi, and Alexa are the vets. Stephanie, Roxanne, and Julia are the new call-ups. But all these people are already like fan faves. So I'm going with my heart on this pick. On the Money in the Bank matches, honestly, I'm going with my heart. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hey, This is all for fun and entertainment. I got Miss Proceed with Caution, Naomi, to take it home. We've talked a lot, or the internet has talked a lot about, how much work she's put in, how happy that. There's a lot of people that wanted her to win over Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. But Naomi's doing good at putting people over. Naomi is doing good with this new heel persona. It would be amazing to see. This is my personal prediction. I think somebody dethrones Tiffany Stratton, and either it being Jade or Bianca, maybe. And Naomi comes through with a briefcase, and then we continue that whole little trifecta rivalry with them. So I think she needs it. I want to see her as champion at least one more time before, she either retires or takes a long extended break from the company. She's talked about, some things going on with her body or whatever, and how she wants to have a kid, with Jimmy Uso, and hey, all respect to that. These people, they're getting older, and even the Usos have talked about that they don't know how much longer, they want to do this, or maybe a couple more years, and then they're going to be out. But hey, I'm picking Naomi for the win, climbing that ladder, grabbing that briefcase. Anyway, so the next up, who we got over here? We have, for the men, which I think this was even harder for me to pick, I'm not going to lie. Men's Money in the Bank match for them is LA Knight versus Penta. Cero mero, baby. Seth Rollins, who has already held the briefcase. Solo Sikoa. El Grande Americano, which, by the way, I'll say his buddy. Nah, we don't have to play that game. Chad Gable is wrestling twice a day, along with Stephanie Vaquer, who's in the previous match. She won her tag team match against, I want to say her name right, Dailas? Not sure. And Chic Tormenta. So she's working hard today. But I just saw the banger match that Chad Gable just put on with El Hijo del Vikingo. Oh my gosh. The dude went through a table and had to take a 630 from this dude. And he's got to drive, across town, and enter this match as El Grande Americano. Wouldn't it be crazy if he won the briefcase? Everybody's been talking about this past week about El Grande gets the briefcase, gets revenge for the loss. At this point now it's a loss. And says, what if he cashes in to get the AAA mega title? Can he do that? Is the Money in the Bank briefcase only for WWE titles? And if Chad El Grande goes to NXT, can he challenge for a TNT title? Or not a TNT. Confusing my titles. A TNA title? I would be interested to see that. That's just me. But anyway. Either way, my pick. There's usually a method to my madness when it comes to picks with like the Royal Rumble for the men and the ladies. I use that same logic here with Money in the Bank. I am again going with my heart on this pick because I really want to see this dude succeed in WWE. But I got LA Knight. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot a competitor earlier. Andrade's in this match too. It should be Carmelo Hayes, but hey, Andrade needs some ring time too. Anyway, but nah, man. If Carmelo, I bring up Carmelo because I believe that if he was in this match, he would need it above anybody else. But as I think about things, like I said before, like when it comes to picking the Royal Rumble or the Money in the Bank matches, if a heel wins one match, then the opposite on the other gender, I think, has to be the opposite thing. So a babyface has to win the men's Money in the Bank match. So I say LA Knight. I think he needs this more than anybody else in the match. That is not to say that it would not be interesting to see anybody else with this with the briefcase. I don't think Penta needs the briefcase. I think a lot of people want to see him team up with his brother coming up soon, kind of like revitalize the tag team scene on Raw. Seth Rollins has already had it, but he's pretty much the A plus heel on Raw with his faction going on right now. So I don't think he needs it. It would just make him more of a threat. It might be nice to see him again with it, but I don't think he needs it. Solo Sikoa, you could argue, needs it. I wouldn't be mad at that either. Especially seeing this guy roll around his big old bright red suits or whatever with the briefcase. That would be interesting. El Grande and Monaco, it would only be interesting for me to see Chad / El Grande with the briefcase if he was challenging a luchador in AAA or something for a title. Otherwise, I don't really want to see it. And Andrade, it would have the same effect. It would make the man interesting. It would give him something to say, hey, looky what I got. So hey, I'm here for any of these guys winning this match, the same as the ladies. I'm just more excited at the potential of any of the people in the last match to have the briefcase. And then speaking of the actual last match of the night, we have Cody Rhodes versus I'm saying versus Jey Uso. No. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso challenging John Cena and Logan Paul. Wow. I'm going to keep this very short because my shirt might have already spoiled my pick for the night. I got the man who finished the story, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. 4 letters. 1 word. Yeet. No, I don't want to see Logan Paul win a match. Just flat out. And if you're going to have John Cena lose at any point during his retirement match, and of course, why not a tag team match with Logan Paul? They're easy out there. Who's going to take a pin? Make it Logan Paul. Nobody wants to see Logan Paul win anything. He is athletically talented, and he can go, okay? But there's a difference between recognizing talent and liking a guy. Just my take. But anyway, I ain't gonna go too deep into that because this is for the relaxed, nice guy reviews and everything. So yeah, we're gonna keep it casual. We're gonna keep it relaxed here. Oh man, so I'm excited. We have a couple more hours until Money in the Bank. Let me know what your picks and predictions are, and we'll see if I'm right tomorrow. We'll do I think I'm gonna call this R&R, so reactions and reviews. You know the deal here. We don't do stars. We do titles. So we'll rate them out of 5 titles to see how each match went. I am very excited to see the winners of tonight. Stay tuned for more from this channel. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell right down here to keep up with this channel. Let me know what you think about the rebrand. Let me know what you think about the new camera too, by the way. We'll talk about why the rebrand and why the rebrand and why we're doing YouTube, why we're doing the name change, anything that'll come in the future, what to expect. So yeah, support your local indie, watch wrestling, and of course, love you guys, and keep it casual.